the All of the Above podcast with 3Seeds Mentoring Group.
What's going on, everybody? Mr. Thomas, 3C's Mentoring Group. And we're here today to have a conversation with the Alumni Corner. We have alumni. You know, this time of year, this is May. So usually in May, people at home for break, getting things together, working. But we have a person that graduated, who graduated college. And it's all, fresh. Like, they probably still got the degree in their car. Probably ain't even made it to the crib. Who we got today?
Man, it's Darion Boyce, man. Hillcrest alum, 2019. Just graduated from TSU.
2019, man.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I remember. Put your mic a little bit closer to you. There you go, where you can relax. There you go.
Yeah.
So you looking fresh, man. That's y'all school stuff.
Yeah, this actually the Letterman, man. I had took my grad pics in this. I had grabbed it. Had to take my grad pics. I gotta, represent. I'm an alumni now, so
I know you brought me one of them back.
Oh yeah, I got you.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I will wear that.
You know that.
So walk us through everything, man. Like, well, we're gonna start. Well, how you feeling right now? Is it still real to you? Is it? How you feel, man?
It's just not coming to me since I've been home. Like just embracing it, cause leaving home and going to college. When you come back, everybody be like, "Man, I'm proud of you." Especially seeing your journey. So I'm just not feeling it now. Cause when I was at school, I just couldn't. Even after graduation, I ain't really embracing it till I'm walking out and I'm seeing all the people, and I'm like, okay, I'm finna graduate. But no, I feel real good.
Feel good?
Yeah, I feel real
And
good.
you the first one of your family?
Yeah, I'm the first one in my household. I should say my uncles, they be trying to correct me, but I tell them first generation means first one in your household. But yeah, I'm the first one in my household, man, and my family get my degree.
Really? How your pops feel? What did he tell you?
He feel good, man, because he knew I was gonna stay the course. He said I did everything. I listened to him and stuff like that. I know it feel good to see his son, embrace something, like that.
Now, I remember when we first took you to TSU. You remember that?
Yep, and that did it for me. Y'all. I'm like, man.
How did you know that was the school for you?
To be honest, it was really the vibe. Like when I got there, it felt like home, and I was able to do all the things I need to do. Go talk to the people to get the scholarships. Introduce myself to the basketball coaches and stuff like that. So when I was able to complete the visit, I was like, yeah, that's where I want to go.
Yeah, and I know when you were down there, we followed you on Instagram.
Yeah.
You had a time.
I had a great time.
Well, give us some memories, man. So folks who, just going away to college, man, what was like your freshman year, one of your best memories down at TSU?
I want to say my best memory, my freshman year, probably the homecoming. Homecoming for
Who was
sure.
the artist?
Lil Durk, G Herbo, Gunna.
Oh, Chicago people came down there.
Lil Key, it was big. And then we had the Baby, the 85 South show.
85
Desi
South
Banks,
came.
they came for our comedy
Y'all
show.
was spoiled.
It was crazy. So yeah, that was the best memory for sure, my freshman year. And then of course freshman week, it go down every day, because it's only the freshmen on campus, and just seeing my class. We came in pretty strong, and it was real good my freshman year for sure.
Yeah, what year did you start? What year was that?
2019, fall 2019.
So right before COVID.
Right before COVID.
Oh,
yep.
So you was living the life down there, having a dream. Then COVID hit. Do you remember when you first found out about COVID down there?
Yeah. So
where was you at? Walk us through it.
I was speaking of. I was with the basketball team. I was trying to walk on. I was managing with the basketball team and stuff when I was traveling with them, and we was going to the OVC tournament, and we had went down there. We had played the first week. Tennessee just had a tornado. They had just had a tornado down there. So we leave, we go down to Evansville. We come back. Everybody was on spring break the first week of March. So, everybody go to Miami, everybody do their thing. I was down with the basketball team. Come back the first week of school. We ready. Man, they tell us the announcement like COVID-19 going on. We thinking we gonna be cool, you know what I'm saying? Because we was one of the last schools before they announced it. Man, they announced it. It broke my heart because we didn't get to experience no spring festivals. We got Tiger Fest and all the stuff like that. And really the springtime with the probates and all that, that's really when, yeah. So we didn't get to see none of that. I ain't get to complete my freshman year activities for real. So I was pretty hurt, you know what I'm saying? Especially knowing I had to go back home. I wasn't ready to go back home and be stuck there. So I was hurt for sure.
So what made you, because that took a lot of people out.
Yeah.
So when COVID hit, they either had children, they had bills, responsibilities. What made you know you was going back?
Really, to be honest, just the experiences at home was just telling me I got to get up out of here. Like, how Chicago get. And I'm just like, nah, I got to go to school. I can't stay stuck here. And two, I always tell people, speaking if we day back, I wasn't paying for school. I had the scholarships and stuff like that. So that was my leeway to be like, I might as well go back. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'd rather be at school, enjoying and embracing what I can instead of being stuck at home and get into whatever it can be at home. So yeah, nah.
Now, did you intern while you was down there?
So not the COVID year, but that following year, that summer 22,
Mhm.
yeah, I did my first internship with Power Construction. It was great, and I had got it going to the career fair. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, they be like, how you was getting all these internships and stuff like that. All you gotta do is go to the career fair and have a conversation with the people. They just want to see how you present yourself. You know what I'm saying?
But you
So
always been that way. I think
yeah.
you've always been outgoing. You've always been able to just talk to people.
Hmm.
And I think you took that and went down there and kept doing that.
Yep.
You know,
It
and that's not something they try to teach you in the communications class.
yeah.
But if you have it, then you just can be assertive. And what was your
Hmm.
major?
Electrical engineering.
So you can write your own ticket.
Exactly.
So do you have any jobs lined up?
Yeah, I do. I got a few jobs lined up. I just signed the offer to go down to Florida and work down in Florida and see how the building going out there. Cause electrical engineering, people think I want to go down and do designing and all that stuff. I just got that expertise because that's what I went to school for. But I really got an interest in working in building buildings,
Mhm.
stadiums and all that stuff, hotels, any of that, because that's what I was doing during my internships.
Mhm.
Project managing and stuff like that. So
So
yeah.
how did you get the internship to Florida? How'd that work? How'd that come about? Tell us a story.
My through a few mutual connections. Pretty good. Like I said, conversations and stuff, and staying locked in with people. Somebody made a call for me, somebody mutual, and I was able to work that out, and it flowed better because it was treated like like a recruitment, like what I'm saying, like they really
Mhm.
wanted me, like as if I was going to school to play basketball or something like that. So
Mhm.
it felt good in my heart. I prayed about it, and I think it's the best decision for me to do that.
That's good. So I gotta ask you some other questions, man. I can't leave without asking you, are you in love? Are you committed? You gotta
Oh nah, man. See, it ain't it. I'm still fresh out of college, man. Like of course I plan on being in love and committed for sure. But while down in college at a HBCU, I think it was best for me to stay refrained from that, to stay focused and just have my fun and
Did your
everybody.
lawyer write that for you?
Nah, it's just, experience and observations. Like once you get down there, like I said,
Oh,
freshman
I
year,
know.
and you see all the people how quick they get gone, I'd be like, nah, that can't be me now. So
Yeah, so tell the
yeah.
folks about that part, man. So when you were there, was how many people from your initially freshman year made it to the end? Was it a lot, half?
It was, I want to say it was probably a decent amount because I came my program was 5 years, so my graduating class was come out 2023, so it was a good amount for sure. But a lot of people didn't come back after COVID. I can't say that. Like a lot of my mutual people who I used to hang with in the dorms and stuff like that, nah, they didn't come back, and I was
Mm.
like, dang, like
You still talk to them?
yeah, I'm still locked in with everybody from college because, like I said, I went down there, I was turned, man, like and then when you from Chicago, it's like it's just hit a little different. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
TSU was great, man.
Yeah,
That's why I took y'all down there.
yeah,
The
that
only
was
thing about it, like they got to get their money situation right, whatever that is.
yeah,
But once they get that fixed, like that's a great school. Like the
yeah.
energy is good, it's consistent. You got alumni from up here.
Hmm.
The money situation is good when it's good, and then they have a lot of pathways to other places. Like you want to go to Meharry, you can do that.
Yep.
So, and then the airport still decent down there?
Yeah, it's actually, I feel like being they the best airport for real. Like they operate smooth, and I mess with Nashville Airport.
Yeah. So speaking of that, now why you ain't stay down there? Man, Nashville is booming. Why would you come back here?
Honestly, cause I tell people all the time, I feel like if I would have never left, I wouldn't be able to escape my college identity. Just cause like I did so much while I was down there, you know what I'm saying? It's like I gotta kind of like branch off for a little bit because you see people still stuck in the limelight and chasing the feeling of that college feel of how you be down there, and I don't want to be that person. Not saying there's nothing wrong with that because I'm trying to go back. Like I always want to have a
You gonna be at homecoming?
yeah reunions, all that. I'm going back to Nashville. I just wanted to kind of get away. And you know what I'm saying, trying to see how it feel like that. Cause I know how it is when I was doing my internships, how I was feeling to be, out of,
Mm.
seeing what's going on away from the world and stuff like that.
Okay, so how has 3Cs helped you on your educational journey?
Like more than ever, like a lot since my senior year, since it started, for real. Since I joined ACE and join the
Oh
program.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Ace
you
Chicago.
did do Ace.
Yeah,
Cause you got that check for $4,000. Oh yeah, 4,000.
yeah, you know,
I remember that like it was nothing. Like, bro,
you
this
gotta
was
stay humble. I know.
$4,000.
I was humble about it because I just felt like it was something I was supposed to do. I did my thing in it, and that sparked my interest into going to engineering. Was joining Ace, and when I did that, I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's what did it for me.
Wow. Okay. So, do you think outside of academics, because there's a lot of programs that's out there that help students, and I
Yeah.
tell them, they say, "What's so different about Three Seeds compared to a regular academic program?" What would you say?
I say it's the family vibe and too the push to make you successful. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't in it just to do it and say they got something going. Like it's really results out of it. Like for example, I'm a prime example of the results of something that positive came out of Three C's. You know what I'm saying? We got the programs and all that and had kids that had something to go into instead of branching off into other stuff. Three C's provided that. So that's really what it did and do for all the kids and stuff like that.
And your siblings.
Yeah, like my little siblings, my little brother, my little sister.
Both of them, they was like, they already knew. I didn't have to recruit them. They already knew what it
Yeah.
was. It was like, we going to do that.
Yeah.
We going to do that too. And I'm like, okay. Nah, I seen it. So they know, you
Yeah.
know? And I feel like, so what's some advice, man, you would tell a young person, man, who's because engineering, those fields, like if you get in, they always looking for you, but so
Yeah.
many of our students don't do it.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give them? Was your classes hard? Tell them about, because the biggest thing is they like, man, them classes so hard, I can't do it.
Most
What would
definitely.
you tell them about that?
So for the classes aspect, man, like you got to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's required. It's hard for sure. Like I just went through probably the hardest the last 4 semesters trying to get through it. But the beauty of it is when you talk to them people and you see this is like, oh, okay, when I had this conversation, this makes sense. So you really got to do kind of the experience part of it because they don't tell you that in the classroom. Like go see the experience so you can kind of see like how it is. And also too, it's a kind of a discourse because some of the stuff that you getting taught in class you might not see on the job. You learning it all over again, but the class teach you the discipline to join something. So to not get discouraged, you will see the results in the people that you talking to. Like okay, they had to do it too, and they making this and they doing that. All right, I just got to do it. That was my motivation. I'm like, man, I got to do it.
Now, how did you? Because I know your Instagram, you was having a good time, was popping.
Yeah.
How was you able to go to classes and do that? How?
Man.
What's your secret, man?
People ask me all the time, like, how I was able to do engineering, be on the basketball team.
Yeah,
like,
come on, man. How
honestly,
you do it?
like, I have no answer for it. Like, it's really was discipline and time management. Like, really, like, it's 24 hours in a day now. You know what I'm saying? You in class, probably I had 8 a.m. or maybe at 9:35. I'm be in class from that time to about 2:20. I'm gonna go to practice from 2:30 to about 4:35. About 24:05, and then I'm gonna do some homework first. What you gotta do is get your work out the way first, then take a little nap by the time it's time to get going. And while you doing all this, you interacting with all the fun stuff. That's the thing. Like
You got to blend.
yeah, like you literally doing everything while you having fun. So that's how I was able to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like say if it's Courtyard Wednesday, Courtyard started at 11. I got class at 11:10. I'm gonna go to my 11:10. I'm gonna get out at 12:45. I got a little time to go. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, time management and stuff and just keep my priority first for real. Like,
Now, did you have any scary moments in college? Because we always have like real college stories. That's one segment I do. Give me a scary moment. It could be scary in any form or fashion.
I had a lot of scary moments in college, but
Give
I
me
want
one
to
that
say
you want to share on TV.
one. I should say, of course, you at a party. It's all packed up. Everybody having a good time, and some tempers fled, and somebody shot up the party right next to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
And, like just everything going on and all that. Just having to retreat, and you seeing people going on. Like, a couple people was shot up and stuff like that. But
So let me ask you a question. If that happens, how quick did you still go to parties? Did you just chill for a minute?
Oh no, it was next day back to it.
Are you,
Bro,
you nuts?
Yeah, no, it was back to it because you gotta
the
think.
next
Like,
day, bro.
man, look, I'm from Chicago. That's just how it is. But you just learn from the experience to see, because it don't be the students, it be the local people. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They be jealous.
Yeah, like the students out there having fun, but it was a lot of those interactions, a lot of those, happenings. But I'm still cool. Like I said, I was back to it, the next day.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy. So What did you notice about the music down there? What they listen to down there?
It was when I got down there. So I got down there in 2019. Young Dolph and Key Glock was really popping at the time. Moneybagg Yo, they got a bunch of all the southern
They're
artists.
Memphis people.
Yeah, for sure. Then Atlanta, of course, is going to Young Thug, and then like really the domination of cities is Memphis, Chicago, and Atlanta, and then you got Detroit, Ohio, and all that. So it's really about everything for real. So the music was really, I feel like we had the best of everything down there because we had the South, you know what I'm saying, the Midwest, everything. So the music was really popping down there. I got hip to all the southern stuff in Memphis. Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
that was
I
crazy.
know when I went to TSU, one thing I remember is going to a party, and that's when Yo Gotti was out, and they
Yeah.
knew all the words.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it ain't even no chorus; they just all know it.
You
You
know
be in there.
It's real anthems. Yo Gotti got the stroll anthems, like they got all that. So like it's all embedded in the culture,
Yeah, so they all know it, and you end up learning it too. And then
Yeah,
you come
for
up here, you playing it, you like, y'all know about this?
Yeah, facts.
And then that's how I remember that. So what was the spot like when you was down there? Where did they kick it at? Because I know it was some spots when I was there. They probably been closed, but what was the go-to spots when you was down there to kick it?
So it kind of like varied. So when it first started popping, it was House of Legends. House of Legends was really popping, and then they went to Weekend. It's some place called the Weekend, and then you had Minerva. You know what I'm saying? What else?
It used to be a place by Titan Stadium. Is it still there?
Oh, I'm not sure. I had to look into. I'm not sure probably what that's called.
Is it anything on Broadway?
Yeah, Broadway be.
That's
lit.
where it be at. Still lit.
It's super lit. You know what I'm saying? That's you just go to that street and it's
everything is like right there.
Yeah.
So that's still the same. That's good. They probably changed the names and stuff. They still got that 2-level spot.
Yeah.
On Broadway. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, they just changed. What's the name of that spot now?
I think it's called Vaz. They just redid it.
Yeah, that's probably
Noonies,
on his
Vibes.
fifth name.
Yeah. They got a bunch of little like country lit spots down there on Broadway.
Yeah.
But it was really for sure lit. And then they had Hadley Park. That's where everything kind of, all the cookouts and, do your homework on Hadley Park, man, with DB, man. I'm telling you.
That spot. So would you recommend, now tell us about some road trips you did, man? Because I know you did road trips, but tell them about it, man.
Oh, yeah, I was out. Like, I was going to Atlanta so much, you know what I'm saying? Going to Atlanta, we was go down to Memphis for the Classic, and then where else I used to go? Gatlinburg, the Cabins, you know what I'm saying? There was a bunch of stuff to go down there and do. So, yeah, I was always on a road trip every other weekend.
So you gonna miss college?
Yeah, for sure. It was the best time, like in terms of like just having that enjoyment, especially for me. Like I knew what to do and what not to do and how to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I surrounded myself by the, best type of people. So that's why I feel like I had the best.
So where did you live? Did you live in dorms or off campus?
So I stayed on the dorms on campus for about 2 years. And then
how was that, man?
It was fun. It was fun for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's like really like bondage in there, like, you know what I'm saying? You really getting close, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't got no choice.
Yeah, like, you feel me? Like, it was cool, you know what I'm saying? And everybody was linked in, had their groups of people, you know what I'm saying? It was real fun over there, but I had to get out the dorms, though. That was only for something you could do for so long, like,
Really? You had your own apartment?
Yeah, I had moved into my own apartment.
Was you in Antioch, man?
Yeah, I did.
I know that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Antioch.
Off Bill Road.
Yep, Bill Road.
Cause man, that's what people. I mean, some stuff don't change, you know.
Facts.
And what I say about Nashville is they got them giant apartment complexes.
Super.
Like you drive in, it's a whole thing over here, it's
like
a whole
neighborhood
thing over there.
Yeah.
That's what you have. And then I mean, we had to back then. They didn't come with washers and dryers. We had to lease a washer and dryer. You always came with washer and dryer.
Yeah, I had to wash and dry. I had need that for sure because couldn't keep going to campus washing my clothes. It ain't gonna work.
I ain't got no time for that. So what? I was gonna ask you. Did you follow sports down there? Was the Grizzlies? They wasn't doing nothing back then.
Ja Morant.
He just got there though.
Yeah, but when he got drafted though, what I think 2019. That he was lit. Like they was.
You was going to the games?
Yeah. Nah, actually, that's one thing I didn't get a chance to go do was catch the Memphis Grizzlies play. But nah, it was lit though with Ja Morant. Like when he was out there for sure.
So what shout out you want to give to Hillcrest people? Is there any teachers, man? Because now you so far from it. If you still remember, they must have really had an impact. So give me some people that helped you get to where you are. Work ethic, advice, whatever they did. Give them their flowers, man, from Hillcrest. Anybody.
Man, I want to give it for sure to Mr. Thomas, for sure. My dude, man. That's what did it for me. Who else in there? Miss Jackson. She a TSU alum. She kept me grounded in there. Of course, Coach Houston. That's my guy. That was basketball coach. Coach Edgecombe, you know what I'm saying? Like, all those people, like, most of my teachers, Mr. Fitch, You know what I'm saying? Like they kept me like they knew I was in there and really dedicated. Miss K, you know what I'm saying? They seen me in there, Miss M, like all my teachers, like since a kid, like, you know what I'm saying? Even with Hillcrest, like I get a shout out to them because they seen it in me since a youngin and kept me, kept me going for sure.
Okay. So what advice you want to give to your little brother?
To my little
Because your
bro.
little brother, man, let me tell you, your little brother is talented.
Yeah.
He cool. He's dependable. But if you can have like a magic wand, what would you want for your little brother? Because you had the college experience, you did your thing. What would you want for your little brother and your little sister?
Man, for my little siblings, I want them to just like see it through. You know what I'm saying? I hope them seeing me graduate college, like, and just it's just my whole life, just grind and overcome adversity. Let them know it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta, just see the light. And don't let nothing take away from the grind. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell them all the time, like, it's gonna be all right. And just know, like, they're gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got them. Anything they need, they got somebody that experienced a lot and went through a lot in terms of life and stuff. So they can call me for everything, especially with school and college and stuff like that. So I just wanted to see it through, see the grind and stuff like that. So
all right. Last question. This is the last question for real. How have you changed as a person since high school to now, or are you the same person?
I want to say I'm the same person for sure in terms of like how I am and the way I do things. I just matured over time and just elevated. You know what I'm saying? Just when you go through struggles and experiences and stuff, when you come from under, you be like okay, I overcame that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still the same me before, but now I know how to navigate through this and that. So that's why I feel like I'm the type of person now. I'm still the same person, still the same me. Like people can still the same qualities about me, still the same. I just matured over time and just elevated for real.
And with that, the follow with that is people say that you meet your best friends in college. Do you agree with that or disagree?
I agree.
So the people that you met in college, you locked in now?
Yeah, them my peoples, you know what I'm saying, for sure. Just cause I was in college and we went through COVID together, like, you know what I'm saying? And for me, I had so many different pockets of friends, you know what I'm saying? I was able to have a group of friends here, a group of friends there, and different dynamics. So for sure, you lock in with your best friends from college, you know what I'm saying? Cause y'all go through the struggle together, you know what I'm saying? And then when y'all succeed and get y'all degree, you can call and be like, I got you for this, I got you for that, I'll do this and do that. So yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, because some people they say no new friends.
Yeah.
And to me, that's like you're not really growing. You gotta have room for new people to come
for
in.
Sure.
And you have your day one people, but sometimes if they don't go to college like you did, they treat you funny or it's a weird thing that's going on. Do you still talk to any of your homeboys from Hillcrest?
Yeah. All like my hooping friends that we play basketball with. Yeah, we still do the same thing. Like I talk to all the people that's still on the same type of stuff that I'm on. Still want to elevate and stay out the way and you know what I'm saying. Go to the gym and just watch games and just vibe out and just talk about life and stuff like that. So for sure, I still got a couple friends I'm locked in with.
So this is the last question, Di. Last one. So have you watching the Diddy trial?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Man, it's crazy for real. Like, man, like all that stuff be coming out, was done in the dark gonna come to the light, So it's just crazy just to see because it's like seeing like an episode of the Boondocks or something like that.
It do.
He a real mogul and he got that going on and all that. You be like, dang. So yeah, he gonna be all right. I hope so.
And the reason I asked that is because a lot of times, what's done dark, done light, but relationships could be a person's biggest downfall.
For sure.
And with you being a young black man, you got kids?
Nah.
No kids? You got a degree? Yep.
Yeah.
You got a job? You got a target on your back.
For sure.
So what are you looking for in the young lady? If I knew somebody to set you up with, if I was playing like the person, give me some 3 qualities. Don't say loyalty and respect. Don't say that. Everybody say that.
Yeah.
What you looking for in the young lady? Describe the perfect woman for you.
I say
she might be watching right now.
Man, she gotta be, like a go-getter. You know what I'm saying? And she gotta be somebody that's like kind of like not intimidated by like, stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be knowing what's going on out here. So I feel like for sure she gotta be a go-getter. She gotta have qualities of knowing she know how to deal with men. Like say if she got a brother or a dad or had experience with an uncle or something like that, she know how to navigate with dudes, you know what I'm saying? Even got a male friend that she, can see how it is because that's really beneficial. And lastly, I want to say, man, she got to be fun, fun because I like to have fun. Like I'm serious, like more often than not, but I like to have fun. Like I'm goofy and stuff like that, so I like to have a fun person because I want to have a friendship vibe with me too, more than just the intimate vibe. So yeah.
City girl or Southern girl?
I gotta go with a Southern girl.
Southern girl, why?
Cause that hospitality, you know what I'm saying? That dynamic that they got, like, knowing how to, take care of stuff like that. A city girl more kind of want to be in the open and all that. Southern girls kind of mellow.
Give me 3 red flags and you're done. Give me 3 red flags. If you see these, now you putting folks on game. In your years on earth, knowing what you know about relationship, what's 3 red flags? If you see these things, bounce.
3 red flags. Always complaining about men. Like when, like the first thing you think about when you hear about men is like you get disgusted. You know what I'm saying? Like you should find a good thing to talk about with dudes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's one red flag.
So if they complaining, it's a wrap in the door. Okay?
Yeah, because it's like we can't even have a conversation because you already got a perception of me about how you feel about men like that. So it's like, nah, I don't like that. That's one red flag. Another red flag I want to say is I can't hear. Let me see.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Another red flag, you can't mess with nobody that I, know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like one of the,
yeah.
like
That's bro code. You can't do that.
Yeah, it's over. Like none of that going on. Like no ties to no mutual people. That's one red flag. If you got that going on, you can't have nothing going on. And thirdly, too, a girl that's, or a woman, to say, a woman that's feel like a sense of entitlement, you know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, it's take 2 to tangle, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? The man gonna leave regardless, and you gonna go off the energy of the man, but having entitlement, feel like you should have it this way or that way, nah, that just mess everything up. We a team, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to know you like you trying to get to know me, so, yeah.
So I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. We proud of you for doing it, man. You finished. You here.
Yep.
We got this other one we gonna get through. But if you please come back, check in with us. You get your job, so we can put an episode about that, how it is transition. And I might tap on you to get some other alumni to come here and give us updates.
I got you.
All right, thank y'all for watching. Hope you got some good gems. Talk to you soon.